Some people complain that they are alone while practicing English. They don't have English speaking environment. They don't have anyone to speak English. Then how can I actually start practicing English in order to be fluent in speaking English? Right? So in this video we are going to discuss some of the points how you can practice and speak English fluently even if you are alone. Let's get started without any delay. Hi, Namaste. Welcome back to Learn with Gautami channel. The first point is that you are not alone in your journey. You have so many options but you are not utilizing them. Keep in your mind this point. The first thing that you can do is that listen more. Listen English. If you are watching TV, listen news. Listen to the news. If you are not interested in news, okay. Listen to songs. English songs. There are so many English songs which are beautiful, you know. After sometimes you can just hum them while doing your work also. So listen to songs. Listen to news. Listen to podcasts. This is the best suggestion I can give to you. Whatever you are going to listen, you must make sure that you are repeating it. Okay? Just speaking it out from your mouth loud. Again you are listening. If any corrections, you are correcting it and again you are pronouncing it. In this way, you can improve your pronunciation skills, which are going to eventually improve your English speaking skills. Okay, this is the first thing. Listen and repeat. Second thing that you can do in order to improve your English speaking skills and focus on your pronunciation skills is that practice tongue twisters. It will be very useful to you. Why is it necessary to practice tongue twisters is that all these years you have spent speaking your native language. Either it may be Hindi or Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, whatever it is, you are habituated and your jaw muscles are habituated to speak your native language, right? So, in order to make it an exercise to your jaw muscles, to open up and be comfortable while speaking English, you need to practice tongue twisters. There are so many words that so many of them try hard to pronounce. For example, the word English itself is a word that so many of them cannot speak correctly. You can just Google and take one tongue twister and you can practice it. Next tip I am going to give you in order to improve your English speaking skills is that follow shadowing technique. This is the best technique that you can do. If you are watching a movie, take a dialogue from it, involve in it. Think that you are that actor and try to deliver the dialogue as it is. Again listen to it, again repeat it. Correct yourself. Continue the process until you are satisfied. That is what you need to do. Next tip is that developing conversations, doing conversations regularly whenever you are having an opportunity. Don't miss the opportunity if you get a chance to converse in English with someone. Don't do that. That is the biggest mistake everyone is doing. Even if you are getting a chance to speak in English, what you do is that you simply answer them in your native language, right? Don't do that. If someone asks you a question in English, try to answer them in English. Just think about small children, little kids. How do they learn language? They just imitate elders, right? They repeat what they are hearing. They repeat what they are listening. And they repeat it. Regularly they do this. They just imitate others. That is what you need to do. The next tip is that you can improve your English speaking skills while you are alone by watching movies. How can you do that? There are so many ways. The first method is that while watching the movie, first time you can watch it with subtitles and next time you can just remove the subtitles and watch it. Then what you are going to do is that you are going to know you have understood the movie or not. That is the first point. Another way is that make a habit of reading the subtitles with the same speed that are appearing in the movie. In this way, you are going to improve your reading skills. And by listening to the dialogues, you are going to improve the listening skills. And finally, in order to improve your writing skills, what are you going to do is that simply you are going to put on paper or open your phone and write whatever you have understood in the story. So you are covering all the 4 skills. You are listening to the dialogues, you are understanding them, you are reading the subtitles, you are speaking out the subtitles, and finally you are writing also. So all these skills are improved just by watching movies. What else you want? Thinking in English is the perfect thing that you need to do in order to improve your English when you are alone. How? Whatever you see, just start thinking in English. Whatever you read, just try to deliver the same thing that you have read in your own words by thinking in English. That is how you need to start thinking in English. I have done a complete separate video on how to think in English. If you want to, you can watch it. I will provide you the link in the description box. As I said earlier, in order to think in English, first of all, you need to stop the process of translation. You can find a number of videos that I have done on translation technique and how to use translation. Right? If you go back to my previous videos, the first videos, you will find almost all the videos in translation technique only. That is how anyone will start, right? From the first day itself, some can understand English and speak it. But there are some people, some set of people, they could not understand. For them, this translation technique is used. Even I started with using translation technique. I agree. First, I used translation technique, but eventually I tried to reduce it. Right? That is what you need to do now. Even if you start with the translation technique, that is nothing wrong. It is just going to help you to speak. Right? So, what you need to do is that you need to eventually reduce the process of translation and increase the process of thinking in English such that you can speak fluently. The tip that I am going to tell you now is my favorite tip. That is, use the Google Assistant that is in your phone. You need to have an internet connection, of course. What are you going to do is that you will have a Google Assistant feature in your mobile, right? You are just going to tap it and speak it to it every day. If you want, I will feel it as my pleasure to do a video on how to use your Google Assistant. Right now, what I want to say is that use your Google Assistant in order to speak. Speak whatever you want, and Google is so free and so friendly to answer you. While you are practicing alone, you should also keep in mind that you need to work on your communication skills also right from the beginning, because you are confident enough to speak English, but you are not concentrating on your body gestures, the way you use your hands, the facial expressions, the moments you are giving while expressing your views, right? Communication skills add beauty to the way that you are speaking English. If you truly want to communicate, if you truly want to involve in a conversation such that you are going to impress others, then I think you must definitely watch some of the videos that I have did on communication skills. It is, according to me, I don't know what others say, but according to me, right from the day one, when you have made up your mind to start speaking English, to start learning English, that is the right time to develop your communication skills also. You can use so many techniques that improves your communication skills and also your English speaking skills at the same time. The next tip is that while listening to English, make sure that you are listening to real life conversations. This will be very useful to you, because why are you learning English? You are learning English in order to do real life conversations, right? So don't neglect it. If you think that you are alone, what you need to do is that use some of the simple English basic phrases and idioms. They are very handy to you, and if you go out suddenly and you want to speak to someone, then you can use these basic simple English phrases and idioms according to the situation. So don't neglect this part. I am stressing again and again. You will get to know the use of them after you learn it. Nothing goes waste. Find them a lot simpler to use them. It is better if you maintain a journal, which is very handy to you, and it will be very helpful if you are trying to learn this language alone. Pay attention to the pronunciation of the words right from the beginning itself. This is what I am stressing on. This is very important because the way you pronounce the words is going to impact a lot while you're speaking. If you are perfect with your pronunciation, if you are good at your pronunciation, then automatically your confidence levels will increase. Even if you are learning alone, you will feel that you are doing good at speaking English. So, right from the first day itself, take care of your pronunciation. I don't know how many of them follow this tip, that is, speak in front of the mirror. I do it. I used to do a lot, and now I do sometimes. I speak in front of the mirror, whatever that comes into my mind randomly. I speak myself in front of the mirror just to know how I am speaking, just to see my jaw movements, just to see my lip movements, just to see how I am using my hands, just to see how I stand, right? You can work on them. If you know where you are doing wrong, then only you can work on it, right? That is what I would like to do every time. I speak in front of the mirror so that I can find out my problems at which I am getting stuck. In this way, you can improve a lot. If you are not interested to speak in front of the mirror, just take a camera and record it. Later see it. In this way, you are able to assess yourself and you will know whether you are improving in your English speaking skills or whether you need to change the method of your learning. All methods does not suit everyone, right? Everyone cannot enjoy the same way of learning. I enjoy learning English in one way. You may be enjoying learning English in another way. All methods does not suit everyone, and it is not a rule that you need to learn English in a specific manner. So, find your own ways to learn English, but the target is that you need to speak fluent English. Keep it in mind and work towards it. That is how you are going to improve your English speaking skills even if you are alone. I think I have given you so many ways on how to improve your English speaking skills, right? Now, the choice is in your hands. Either you are going to make a complaint that I don't have anyone to speaking English, I am alone, or you start speaking English picking up one of the methods that I have provided you in this video. The ball is in your court. You can grab this moment and start speaking English and start learning English even if you are alone, or just continue complaining that you don't have anyone. It's up to you. So, as your well-wisher, I think you are going to pick the choice of learning English even if you're alone. So all the best to your journey of speaking English fluently. See you soon in the next video, and thank you for joining me. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and click the like button, and do share it to your friends and family members who are in need of this video.